Good morning. It's 1 degree here in Rural Retreat, Virginia, but it feels like -5 with the wind chill. But don't worry, it's going to warm up to 17 degrees today. So let's get started. Yes, it's a cold morning here in Rural Retreat, Virginia, but let's look at some comics and then later I'll spin some music for KLIF radio. All right, now we've got a Hulk cartoon playing here, which could be a problem because let's turn the sound down because Disney will send a copyright claim and I'll have to mute the sound of that because Disney has obtained ownership of all the Marvel characters and then destroyed, completely sabotaged, torpedoed themselves, their whole cinematic universe ever since about the time of Endgame. I mean, the Spider-Man movies still managed to be okay, good, pretty, good, but they don't know what they're doing. But anyway, they own these 1966 Grand Trey Lawrence cartoons, but will not let them be seen. But the people that owned them before weren't letting them be seen. You just have to see them through different means. So anyway, up early on a Saturday morning with cartoons playing. It is about 6:20 a.m. Sunday morning, December 14th. On the 16th, I have surgery on this eye. Had surgery on this eye. I don't know, last Tuesday. Yeah. So no, last Monday. So anyway, this is a facsimile comic of the first DC comic ever. Now, of course, it wouldn't have said $9.99. It would have said 10 cents, I assume. From February of 1935, and it's really big. It is larger than a Treasury edition. I can only assume that the original, more fun. I mean, I've never seen an actual copy of this. I assume it was printed in a big format. Not the first comic book, but the first DC comic book. On the back, you've got a Tom Mix ad. Some comic stores carry this facsimile. It came out maybe a month ago. I've noticed pictures of some stores, they have to put it on the shelf sideways because it won't fit on any of their regular comic shelves. Some stores didn't carry it, didn't order it at all. Inside, I mean, it's basically the format of a modern comic, but it's black and white, which is kids' new comics. Comics weren't a new thing. Comics have been around for decades in the newspaper. They were color on Sunday, but during the rest of the week, they were black and white. And then collecting a bunch of comic strips into a book form was a concept that came along. Sorry, I'm plugging you guys in. Was a concept that came along in the 1930s. And so you've got Super Police. This artwork looks sort of reminiscent of Alex Raymond's art. That's probably where they're going with this. And then you've got all kinds of little comic strips. These strike me as comic strips that were created by young people hoping to get their comic strips syndicated into the newspapers, and they probably weren't quite good enough. I think in a lot of cases, comic artists were comic book artists were people that really wanted to. I mean, to have your stuff in a newspaper was a far more prestigious and more lucrative thing. So, if you couldn't get into the newspapers, you probably wound up in comics. Okay, so look, it's Caveman Capers. We're looking at something from 90 years ago. So I have an enclosed porch out here with some water fountains that the cats and the dog drink from, and they're halfway iced over, believe it or not. So it's that cold on the porch. And all I've got are these two blankets that my father brought back from Vietnam over here that cover that opening to the enclosed port. I mean, originally there were two big doors there. Why they were removed, I have no idea. We need to get new, cool, old-looking doors to install there. So that's a goal, because then we'd have a little bit more less invasion of not just cold but also heat in the summer. All right. So lots of different, these look like samples that you would take to maybe try to get into the newspapers, but they wound up here. All right, then they have some text, stamps and coins, and popular science. They have then we're back. I'm going backwards through this. Ever since I was a kid, I've always going through magazines, comics, when I pick them up off the stand, I always go with the back and go forward. And I don't know if that means I was Japanese in a past life or something, because they read in that way, but I don't know why I do that. I have no idea. What does that ad say? Doesn't matter. Okay, a lot of stuff about airplanes and I have reduced my waist 8 inches with the weight belt. Look at that. Look what he did. Amazing. Okay, on the radio in the movies, talking about what's going on radio. And in the movies, of course, TV didn't exist yet. Well, it was being invented about that time. Oh, that's cool. These are the actors that played Buck Rogers and Wilma. And look at that, yeah, on the radio show. So here's Buck Rogers and Wilma. Dr. Hewer is showing them a new device. Wouldn't it have been cool if they dressed like that on that 1970s disco show with Gil Gerard, if they had a more traditional Buck Rogers look? I wish the actors were fine that played Buck Rogers, Wilma, Dr. Hewer. I just didn't like that tweaky robot, even though I love Mel Blanc. I just thought that was an ugly looking robot and it was ridiculous. And a little bit too much influence of the 70s disco era into that show. But if they had just made it less like Star Wars and more like retro 30s look, I think that would have been neat. Well, we've got people that are remembered now, like Gary Cooper. And this little ad here, where was it? This razor blade ad, Dizzy Dean. I've heard of Dizzy Dean, and I'm not even a big sports aficionado. Probably the first time in my life I've used that word, aficionado. But Dizzy Dean, yeah, I know that guy. So these little comic strips that show how you can improve yourself go way back in the history of comics. Now, this ad was all over the place in the 70s when I was a kid. This is from Charles Atlas, who in 1975, this ad was printed, and let's see, this is 35, that's 40 years later, and you know, as far as we knew, Charles Atlas looked like that at that time, but it was basically the exact same ad. This sand is being kicked in the face, and then the only difference is they've redrawn the art a little bit, because the swimsuits here are the old-fashioned swimsuits, You know, they changed the fashion, but basically every panel's the same. He kicks that chair and orders the course from Charles Atlas. You know, that Charles Atlas ad. There's even a song about that Charles Atlas ad in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah. Look at this ripoff. There was a famous radio show, Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy. Here it's Jack Andrews, the All-American Boy. It's a little bit of a bootleg thing. Scrub Hardy. So you look at these and you try to figure out what famous newspaper strip is this maybe a knockoff of, or what is it influenced by? Some nice artwork here. This is not bad. Okay. Then you've got a text feature, Spook Ranch. Ooh, that's a good name. I could maybe use that for one of my Suno songs for my radio station. Okay, here's your obligatory Flash Gordon. But it's Don Drake, presented by Clem Greta. Don Drake on the planet Zorro. It's Buck Rogers, it's Flash Gordon, it's kind of both. Loco Luke. That's kind of the way I look at Mark Hamill now when you hear him interviewed today. Not to be political or anything, but Mark Hamill certainly doesn't share my political beliefs. But that's okay. We'll forgive him. He knows not what he does. Wing Brady, Soldier of Fortune. There's Wing Brady. Looks like Salminio. The Magic Crystal History. The artwork's pretty good in there, so I'm wondering, the reproduction's pretty good. So I guess today with modern digital technology, they're just able to do these facsimiles far better. It used to be more challenging. Really, all I'm really interested in now pretty much are old comic books and facsimiles of old comic books. The modern industry, I know there's some good comics coming out from what they call the Geiger universe from Image, I believe. But other than that, I don't. Oh, Wednesday, go to your comic store. They're reprinting the Wonder Woman issue. I think it's actually an issue of Sensation Comics where Wonder Woman's on the roof in the Santa Claus outfit from like 1945. No one can afford that. Maybe some people on YouTube can afford that, but I can't. So that means no one can. No, but anyway, get the facsimile. Trust me, you'll save many thousands of dollars. Okay, let me go put this up. Not sure how you would bag and board this. It's a Life magazine, probably comes up to about here. The Treasury editions, maybe somewhere in there, but this is taller than that. So you're probably not going to be able to bag and board it, which is fine because all the issues of More Fun that really exist, it's not more fun. It's new fun. I always thought this was called More Fun. The big comic magazine. It's new fun, #1. How about that? What the hell, man? Boys and girls, Jimmy and Jane keep strong and healthy by eating Ralston, the straight shooter cereal. Ask mother to get Ralston for you. Tell her Ralston is made of whole wheat, rich in minerals and brimful of energy, and it's double rich in vitamin B. That's why it does more than ordinary cereals to make you strong and healthy. Best of all, you'll like Ralston because it tastes so good. I'll send you my zip gun free. See, my zip gun. Just send me what? No. This is 1935. I know in the 1950s, a zip gun was a homemade gun that gang members that couldn't get access, teenage gang members, the type you see in the movies like Blackboard Jungle, or the type guy that Fonzie or Danny Zucco is supposed to be, you know, those gang members in real life. Um, West Side Story kind of gangsters that would fight with switchblades. Well, they would make homemade guns to fight with, to kill each other with. So in reality, they weren't like Fonzie. The real, it was those people with the black leather jackets had been romanticized in our nostalgic cultural memory. So you're hearing Drew the dog snoring underneath this green blanket. Do you see her? You see her paws sticking out? She knows that 1 degree outside is no joke. So, oh, it's Birdman. We could probably turn the sound up on Birdman. I don't think I get copyright claims from the Watch Me. Does Watch Today be the first time? Okay, let's look at some more fun. No pun intended. We're going to get some more fun stuff from over here.
You want to see something strange and mystical?
Doing things his own way. Prepare to be crushed. Okay, you win. Just keep telling yourself it's only a TV show. Today on Kids Not Believe, Freakazoid. It's Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, available only on Nintendo 64, where you explore a temple, dive for treasures, or load up on sweets.
Okay. Well, it's less than 2 weeks till Christmas, right? So here's a wonderful memory from Christmas of '75. I didn't get this for some reason. I don't know why. But this is a new facsimile. This is not the original. Because originally this would probably have been, what were they by 1975? Maybe it was $2, maybe. But now it's $12.99. But this is probably in your comic stores. This came out about 2 weeks ago, this fake version. It's first thing I noticed, it has a slickness about it, like a record album. The originals had more of a, what would you call it, more of a matte feeling. But it's great that here I am. This came out when I was 10. I'm now 60, and now I finally get a chance to read it. And inside, they've tried to simulate the feel of newsprint. But I think they're using recycled paper. That is what I'm thinking. And okay, I need reading glasses because I've had this surgery that corrects my vision, but I'll need reading glasses for. Now there's a procedure where they can give you do the cataract surgery, and then you go back in for several appointments, and they adjust your vision so you can see, hear close and far, and they adjust it with ultraviolet light. They get everything perfect. But it's like, I don't know, $11,000, and it's not covered by my insurance. But the insurance, I don't think, but it's some new thing. The insurance, mine was just the basic that my insurance covered, although it only covers 80%. So I'm still going to be owing about $1,900 that I guess I'll pay over time. This product is from Sustainably Managed Forest. Okay, so I don't know. It is newsprint paper, but it is more, the texture is not like traditional comics. It has more of a grain to it. It's not as smooth as a comic book. Also, the modern printing presses, do you see this waviness? Maybe that can be pressed out, but that's the way all these DC facsimiles have this waviness. Marvel prints their facsimiles on glossy paper. So they're gonna look the same 50 years from now for whoever, we won't be around probably. All right, so this is probably be around probably next week. The way I've been eating. Superman, this is just great stuff. I wish I had gotten this as a kid. It just looks fantastic. Okay, so Superman's meeting Santa Claus. See, look at that. It's hard enough to manage these giant. I don't know how people read those omnibuy or omnibuses, those gigantic books that are like a family Bible that are this thick that print 100 comics but don't have the advertising. Apparently, they've decided that the plural of omnibus is omnibuy. Okay, here we got like a DC Comics Santa Claus. I think I've seen I've never had it, but there's either a Batman or Detective Comics where Batman is dressed as Santa Claus knocking on the door of a church or something. This must be the reprint from that, from around 1969, 1970. So, yes, indeed. Neil Adams came along to, the comic industry. They sold so many books with when the Batman TV show was on the air, but then it goes off the air. It was real popular in '66, and then the popularity waned a little bit, and then it was canceled in '68, and then the comics had been altered to be more goofy like the TV show, and then they had to fix things. So Neil Adams came along to kind of make Batman a little more serious, or a lot more serious. Okay, so here we've got some Bernie Wrightson art. This is interesting. What is going on here? There's from House of Mystery. I've never seen this page here. I don't know who the girl is with Kane there. Maybe they were going to give him a female sidekick for a while. Oh yeah, I like how they decorate the Christmas tree. Look at that, with a skull on top. So anyway, it's a story called Night Prowler from the House of Mystery. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. This is showing the covers. Okay, so, man, what is that? Yeah, the waviness of the paper is pretty obnoxious. Look, really? What is that? Yeah, man, it's what it is. It's like when you get. Hold on. I happen to have this. It came in the mail yesterday. You know these things that you get in the mail, these advertisements? This is kind of that kind of paper, the kind of cheap paper. This is the one I'm talking about. This is being reprinted Wednesday. Your comic stores probably already have it in stock, but they can't sell it to you until Wednesday. It's the rules. Oh, okay. Well, coming up, it looks like we're going to have some Captain Marvel Jr. story. These are the covers of these stories, I guess. Maybe this is probably the Wonder Woman story you're going to get in a smaller format on Wednesday in that other book. And the Wonder Woman comic of the 40s was very interesting. The more you know about it, the more you understand what I'm talking about. Imagine if the Wonder Woman TV series was just like the way. I mean, they started. It was set during World War II and everything. But imagine it really reflected. It was like word for word from the stories in the comics. What legacy that series would have. Okay, this is Jack Kirby, Joe Simon, Jack Kirby story, Sandman. I don't think all those pictures we just saw in the centerfold are going to be in here. I don't think there's going to be a Captain Marvel Jr. story in here. What do you think? No, because the Sandman story is still going. No, those are just pictures, generic Christmas pictures from different DC comics. Although Captain Marvel Jr. was not a DC comic back then, it's kind of ironic that in the what people don't remember, because well, nobody's alive that was alive back then pretty much, is that these Captain Marvel comics were outselling the Superman comics there for a while, and National, which later became DC, same thing, they were pretty pissed off that this, the first appearance of Captain Marvel, he's throwing a car over, into a wall. And the first appearance of Superman, he's throwing a car over. It's like, man, they've got capes, they can fly, they've got chest symbols. And so they went to court, and it stretched on for years. And finally, they just, Captain Marvel just stopped publishing, and DC won. And I guess DC took over ownership of the character, but never did anything with it until the very early 1970s. Then they started putting out Shazam, the original Captain Marvel, and they got the original artist, C.C. Beck, that did a lot of the stories, or most of them, to come back and draw it. And I imagine he wasn't too happy. I mean, maybe he's happy to get the money, but it's like, man, you put me out of business for 20 years, and then you bring me back publishing, I don't know. How about that? Well, this is a cool little package for Christmas. I think this is worth it. I don't like the waviness of the paper, but there's nothing you can do about it. I guess pressing, I have no idea. I've never pressed a comic. I wouldn't know how to do it. But you shouldn't have to press a brand new book. Brand new books should be flat. But I think even the modern comics that are printed on slicker paper from DC and Marvel have a wave to them. It's just something that you have in modern comics. I don't know why. Okay.
Wow, a giant scaly ape. He's seen us. Quick, eject.
Now, Marvel and DC do facsimiles. Archie does facsimiles. And then there's this company called, I'm pretty sure this is put out by PS Art Books in England. They do facsimiles that are exact, including the original price tag. So, now, there's a barcode, but it's not printed on the comic, it's on the bag. And these are, 14, 15 bucks. And then they've got this little seal, which sometimes you have to break, sometimes it just comes. Actually, you don't have to break it because the bag is above the seal. Used to be, it was actually sealing the bag. They've done tons of these. It's just now Diamond Distributors is no longer around to distribute them. Oh, I had that more fun was that new fun was in a bag. I need to put it back into it. Okay, let's look at this. I just got this the other day, and I haven't had a chance to read it. Special introductory offer to readers of Lars of Mars. You get your own personalized cigarette lighter for men and women. But how about that? 1951. Now you can tell that these are shot from original comics, but they pretty much look the way the comic would have looked. You read it in 1951.
Jim, look at Flip. He's trying to chew through that leash.
I don't know what he has in mind, but I hope he makes it.
I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I just realized that I probably should go upstairs and eat. So, Lars of Mars. Modern Miracles. Captain Ken Brady, rocket pilot, Pirates of the Airwaves. Obligatory text story. Usually they would have a 2-page text story, and that was just so that they could get different postage rates. Because if there's some text, if it's all just comics, then there's some different rate they have to pay. But if there's a text story, it becomes like a magazine, and then they can. It's all done for a reason. Trust me, they knew that kids were not after those text stories. They were there not to punish the kids, but to for strictly financial reasons. But no one ever read them. But sometimes they would have, like in the Timely comics, which later became Marvel, some of those, some had stories by Mickey Spillane before he became big with I, the Jury. Okay, Charlton66 contacted me and said that the store he works at several days a week, this comic had come in, and he knows I like monsters, he knows I like Archie comics, and he said, do you have this issue? And I said, man, that's incredible. No, I don't have that. And he said, well, it's a Christmas present to you. So he's just a great guy. Look at that. So let's look inside. All right. I like that Tech TV cartoon, but okay, it says it's a 3.0 on the back. The Madhouse comic is not like a typical Archie comic. It's more horror oriented. Look at that. You got a devil girl in here. It's more and a cave girl. It's more it's like horror, and it's really trying to go for horror, monsters, and a Mad Magazine feel, because Mad Magazine was a huge seller, and monsters were huge sellers because of Shock Theater coming on TV in 1957. This one has that old comic smell. Interesting. Small world. See, it has this mad kind of feel to it. Ooh, Monsterama. Okay, here's the monster section. got to be careful because there's a spine split going up almost 3/4 of the way. This is a delicate book to handle. The Bride of Frankenstein and that's supposed to be the Mole Man.
Your orders. We will take care of the colonist ship. You will destroy the guard escort at once.
Okay, this is great.
So much for the escort ship.
You see,
Now we will bring in the
Marvel in the
carrier.
60s told a little bit of a fib. You know, they would say, we're outselling DC, we're the top company, this is the Marvel Age of Comics, and they were printing fantastic comics, but they were not at the top of sales. I don't think Spider-Man got up close to that by the late 60s, but by then there'd been a Saturday morning cartoon and everything. But really the best-selling comic out there was Mad all through the 60s. So really it wasn't the Marvel Age of Comics so much as it was kind of the EC Age of Comics. EC was still a player and was outselling everybody. Now you may not consider Mad to be a comic book, but it's a comic book. But some people, I don't collect it because it won't fit in my boxes. Well, buy a magazine box. That doesn't matter. Some people don't agree with me, I suppose. Ooh, I'm nervous about putting this into the bag because it's so delicate. I figure I'd rather put this into a magazine bag and board. Tell you what, I'm gonna do that.
I wonder what these lizard creeps are going to do with us.
Look, over there. There's your answer.
What's happening, Jace? What's in those cages?
People. These lizard creeps are space
I also got.
Space slavers?
Yeah.
I've heard of them. They hijack
I was also sent this issue of Vampirus Carmilla,
Space Ghost's been trying to break that
also from Charlton '66.
Yeah. Well, in
So I'm gonna
the sooner the
steal the bag and board it's in, and then I'll put this Vampirus Carmilla in a bag and board later because it's a new magazine, comic magazine that is not as delicate, and so I can get a bag and board for it at a later time. The spine is split, and trying to fit it back into a regular bag, I'm just afraid to see. This is dangerous even so. Yeah. Okay, so it's in a much too big bag, but I'm more comfortable with that. Okay. Vampirus Carmilla is supposed to look like a vintage Vampirella. This company called Warrant puts out fantasy Warren magazines. If Warren was still publishing, maybe it would look like this. This would be what Vampirella would look like, and then Shudder, their other title, is what Creepy would look like. So this character, Vampirus Carmilla, obviously, and this really it does look more, they are doing a really good job of recreating the feel, and this is Shudder, which is their version of Creepy, and it looks just like it would have looked circa the mid-1970s, and you've got the black and white art stories, and this ad from the Frank Frazetta girls, Frank Frazetta's daughters, doesn't look like a vintage ad, and it's not really laid out very well, but then they're not their dad, they're not Frank Frazetta, but they're hawking glasses, they're selling with they've got to do something, man. they've got that tremendous legacy, so they're keeping going with it. Nice artwork, letter page. Of course, Castle of Frankenstein is back in publication, and they're doing a good job of that. But it's not this company, but they're advertising it here. And this does have that vintage look. It's the artist on this story. Yeah, this the problem with this book is, this story's by Don Glut. Don Glut is a guy that actually worked for Warren. He worked for, he created all these comics for Gold Key, like Dr. Spectre and Dagger, Dagar or Dagger. Look at this stuff, man. Oh, it's 7. Man, there's a documentary on YouTube about Robert Williams. I noticed yesterday. So this is good stuff. Oh, I see what they're doing. They would do this in Creepy too. You've got this painting that Frank Frazetta's done, and then they create a story to go with the painting. They do it backwards, like in the days of American International Pictures, the Roger Corman days. Sometimes there would be a painting for the movie poster. And then, okay, we got to make a movie based on this painting because we already got this great poster. Now we got to do it backwards. What would be the story for this poster? And they do it backwards. But sometimes Creepy, in the late 70s, around 76, 77, they'd have a cool painting of a bunch of gorillas with spears, and they'd give it to 5 different teams of artists and writers, come up with a story to go with this painting, and then they'd have a whole issue of different alternate stories that explain the painting on the cover. They had, I think they did that with the Frazetta painting of the girl, the giant girl holding the little monkey, King Kong, but reversed. This really looks like 50s art. Who is doing this? Oh, it's good. It's definitely not, because someone's doing this. Yeah, there's a lot of things they couldn't have done in the 50s. AI, Artificial Ignorance. The art is by Nick Poloco. Stories by Don Glut. The art is a very... Man. And then they've got a story at the beginning about Vampirus Carmilla. But I don't know. They're not really giving her... It's just a 1-page story. I don't think they've started yet doing long stories like they did in Vampirella, instead of just making her the host of the book. Giving her like storylines and stuff like that. Okay, well, that's something else, man. How about that, man? Okay. I'm walking a lot better now that I've gotten these corrective shoes. I had this problem with plantar fasciitis. I don't know how to pronounce that. I might go ahead and start doing my DJ shift and then come back and show some more books afterwards. I don't know. Was this bag this bag wasn't for more fun, for new fun. This bag was for this, because I'll show you the size comparison here. Oh man, I got the camera way down too low. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's make you taller. Don't you wish you could have grown this way when you were a kid? You could have just instantly become taller. Would have saved a lot of time and trouble. Okay, so this Treasury facsimile might be off by a little bit, but it's basically the size they were in the 70s. So you see the difference. And let's see if the width is the same. The width is the same. It's just if you've got, it's going to stick up like that if you have a box of Treasuries, which means that there's going to be a lot of color-breaking spine text right about here, which will hit right in that black there. How about that? Here's a collectible you don't see very often, an unused Taco Bell bag for the tick. I had the foresight in the 1990s to ask the lady at Taco Bell if I could just have a bag. Call it madness, and it probably is. I really like that show, The Tick. It was really good. And then, the comic, I had never really read the comic, and then I read the comic, and I didn't think it was as good as the TV show. How often does that happen where you have a show better than the original source material? I can't think of any other time that's happened. With the exception, maybe the Guardians of the Galaxy James Gunn movies were better than what Marvel was putting out. That's possible. I still want to like James Gunn, but for every one thing he does that's great, he does something that really pisses me off. So but the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, I don't know, man. Who knows? Okay. I've got to eat. I know that. Okay. Let's get some other cartoons to. I found here Night Tiger has a new show up. He goes back to his store in Gainesville, Florida. There's some channel I just discovered where this woman just eats massive amounts of food. Have you seen this? She does these food challenges.
What is up, Kilo Crew, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm at Doc's Smokehouse in Edwards.
It's really unbelievable. It's just let's look at her channel. It's called Katrina Eats Kilos. Look at this. These sports bars where they have challenges. If you can eat all this, we'll give you $100.
Certainly nervous. Each of these are foot-long cheesesteaks. So it's going to be quite. The sides.
Anyway, just in case you didn't know of this channel. Look at this spread she has to eat. Yeah, it's always these sports bar kind of places.
This is delicious. But with that said, I'm going to try some green beans because I've never looked at a green bean and said, ooh, that looks good before, but these look good.
Okay, enough of that.
There's some love on there. My guess is these aren't the healthiest.
And apparently she's not the only channel that does that. Oh, I discovered a really good source for Mexican monster movies from the 60s yesterday. Let's see if I can find that. Show you where that's at. Oof. these people doing these AI things. Here's the movie Grease. If Elvis starred in it.
TCB birds. Now that's a look that takes care of business.
I tell you, sugar, I give all the lights of Hollywood to relive.
So it's interesting. I think it's interesting. Eventually, they're probably just going to make feature films with classic movie stars, and it would be probably, I don't know. I mean, you remember Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, a Steve Martin film noir comedy? Did Buck Henry direct that? I don't remember, but no one remembers the movie. But it's he interacts with all these famous movie stars, from Humphrey Bogart to everybody. Because they intertwine and cut it just perfectly so it looks like he's talking to them. But now with AI, you can just pretty much put any in there, and you could probably do some pretty diabolical things. I mean, you see all these things where Elvis is the captain of the Enterprise, or he's it's all kinds of stuff. I hear the water fountains out there. They're barely bubbling because of the how cold it is outside. Okay, I'm gonna find those movies I was telling you about. It's gonna take me a while, so bear with me. And I have more comics I'll show you later on, but you'll have to stick around. If you really hate the music that I create, you can just fast forward past it, and then we'll look at some more books later. And then I've got to build a piece of furniture later in the day, so I'm not going to be able to keep doing that. What time is it, man? It's 7:11. Oh, thank heaven for 7:11. Okay. Oh, have you ever seen the original opening for the Marvel superheroes? I'll probably get in trouble showing you that from Disney. Whoa! You guys almost fell right over. Oh, man. See, this is the kind of thing that you can create with AI. So, would you watch a feature film like this? Um, oh, someone did a whole Johnny Quest episode like that. Um, uh, in fact, yeah, this is pretty good. Oop, come on, boy. All right, look at this. I'm not sure why they did it in black and white, but I don't know if I'll get in trouble for this quick curtain music or not. Let me fast forward a little bit so it won't. I don't know. I think it's cool, but you may think I'm mad. All kinds of cool stuff on YouTube. Well, this is from where I used to live. It's got the Channel 11 bumper.
This is KTVT, Channel 11, Fort Worth, Dallas.
Just little things like that are very nostalgic. You create a playlist on YouTube, and then you have these gray areas where something got cut, and you don't know something got removed, and it's like, what was it? You know, I'll never know. You see this Volkswagen ad from the early 70s.
If you've been looking high and low for a big car as good as a Volkswagen, maybe you should look into our big car, the Volkswagen 411. It has some things no Volkswagen ever had.
Lots of cool stuff that you can see on YouTube.
Room and luxury.
Well, you should be watching it instead of this show, in fact. Oh, man. Shit. Shit, I forgot I was recording. I was recording, but I didn't. Damn, that was stupid of me. Boy, that was really dumb. Okay. I was afraid of the copyright police, and I was actually recording that Johnny Quest thing, and then I backed out of it, fast forwarded. Okay, I'll start it over. I gotta go eat anyway, then we'll continue. Yeah. Anyway, there's I'll put a link down below to that channel that has all these great Mexican horror movies like World of the Vampires and Robot versus the Aztec Mummy and all of that stuff. All right. And of course, Ship of Monsters, which is one of the greatest of all time. Okay. Let's go see what there is for breakfast upstairs. Okay, so is the elevator? Oh no. I almost opened the door to certain destruction because here the elevator's not on this level. So let's head on down while the food cooks. I'm gonna take that trash out to the well, the trash men come Tuesday, which is the day I have my surgery. I just don't know what time on Tuesday I have the surgery yet. Well, we can look at a few more comics while we're waiting for the breakfast to cook. It is now 7:24 in the a.m.
You still got lessons to do.
Let's see what it looks like outside.
Oh, book learning now, judo later.
Oh, but Reese,
Oh boy. It's frigid day out there, man. Ain't a fit morning out for man nor beast. These water fountains are getting a little icy. In fact, that one's barely going. Shoot.
Quiet. Vanished. 5 ships in the last 3 weeks.
Well, this is all done by amateurs on YouTube, and
Only survivor of last vessel to disappear.
you know what they ought to do is all those old-time radio shows. I always thought, why don't they just animate them? Because animated cartoons, they have the voices recorded first, and then they do the animation. Why not take old episodes of... But now with this AI, you could take old episodes of Dragnet and Inner Sanctum and The Lone Ranger and Gunsmoke and recreate what Jack Webb looked like in 1948. And I don't know. I know it's blasphemy. This is a Christmas Archie comic. This isn't the actual cover. This is one of those variant covers. The real cover, I'm not sure what it looks like, but I'm sure it says Christmas Special.
It was, to say the least, most enlightening.
Yeah, Dad. Who knew lasers could be so useful?
Ooh, this is a very thin comic, man. Ooh,
Clearly, in the
very thin. My goodness.
technology could also
I'd say this is more like a pamphlet. Well, yeah, maybe the...
Fortunately, that's true.
then we can count on your help, Doctor.
What do you think, Rex?
Okay, it's Archie's Christmas Spectacular is the actual title that should be on the front. There would have been a way to put Archie's Christmas Spectacular and still use this vintage art, but anyway.
Where are we heading, Race?
So,
As always, Johnny, someplace far away. Far away and dangerous.
okay. All right, well, here's Dan Parent's story, who's a modern Archie artist that draws in the old style. It's kind of a cool sweater. Oh, I guess that's the actual real cover, and but that wasn't available. It was just, this is, although that's cool, it just doesn't look like, it just looks like a comic with the cover ripped off, because
Looks like a red beam swinging towards us.
this, hold on, find something to record here. Oh, yeah. This channel is Brian Horowitz. Brian, but it's not Horowitz, it's Horrorwitz. HORRORWITZ. And it's Official Trash Palace. He's got all these cool... this is World of the Vampires, but it's the English dubbed version that used to play on the USA Network. Commander USA used to play it. The cool thing about these 1960s Mexican horror movies, this is Santo and El Santo and Fist of Death, is they were filmed in the 60s with older cameras, so they kind of look like the Universal horror movies of the 30s. They're really pretty cool. Here's La Casa del Terror. It actually has Lon Chaney Jr. in it, playing the Wolfman. Pretty neat. Anyway, they actually have a new Wilbur story in here. Well, it looks like they're trying to draw it in an old style, which is admirable. But doing Wilbur was an Archie character from way back when. Anyway, how about that? I don't know if it's necessarily thinner than most comics, but it certainly has very maybe thin pages. Is that what's going on? Okay, here is a facsimile of Detective Comics number 66. This is probably still at your local store. It's very recently done, about once every couple of, almost once a week, somebody's putting out a facsimile, either Marvel or DC. There's at least 3 or 4 of these a month, it seems like, coming out from somebody. And the reason this one was chosen, it's the first Two-Face story. The story about Lou Gehrig. I guess he had just passed away, is that it? To everyone who loves baseball, Lou Gehrig was a hero. Wow. See, that's the kind of thing that wasn't ever reprinted in those archive editions, is all the text and all the ads, which to me is very much a part of that era. And that's what I want to see. I don't want to just see the stories. Let's get you down a little bit. Come on, get down. There you go. Okay. Looks like Kirby art. Yeah, Boy Commandos. Okay. It's not really the best reproduction I've ever seen. It's kind of dark and murky, but I guess they were doing the best. At least they were trying, man. It's some great stuff, man. But it's actually not that bad. It's probably that way in the original printing, that dark. But see, you get these Batman and Detective Comics collections, and they're not going to have these stories like the Crimson Avenger. Because the Batman story, he was just at the beginning. It's not like Detective Comics was later, where Batman's the entire book. This is a bunch of different characters. Slam Bradley. And look at this house ad. All these other books that would cost you thousands of dollars to buy now. I really think they should just do this every month. They should just print the next issue of major titles like Detective and Action and Batman. I think people would like it. In fact, those little stands that you see at the gas stations and the Dollar General, Dollar Tree, whatever, that have DC Comics, and they have comics from about 10 years ago that they've reprinted. Why don't they just have nothing but facsimiles of stuff from the 40s and the 60s and the 70s? I think people would like that. I think that would sell. Probably it wouldn't, but it would sell to me. The classic stories, you know. All right, let's go upstairs and eat. Okay. I wonder if it's warmed up to maybe 2 or 3 degrees. We'll Look out here, man. The sun's up. It's got to be a little warmer, wouldn't you think? Back down to the radio studio. Okay. Okay, I've got to unplug the dehumidifier because it will kick on and make noise during the radio broadcast. And then, in order to broadcast the radio signal to you guys on YouTube, I need to record myself DJing with this phone. So I've got to make sure you're plugged in with power. So let me plug this in. Okay, that's done. Now plug it into the wall. Okay. So I broadcast from this home studio down in the basement below the Hotel Orloff. And I'm broadcasting the signal through a satellite to KLIF Studios in Dallas, KLIF 1190. And I do a show every few days. Got my drinks, got my phone, got my microphones, lots of records to play. And we've got the camera at a wonderful angle, just like the Batman TV show. That was an accident, but it looks cool. Leave it that way. The Grottu Orloff Show. KLIF 1190. Sunday morning, it's 1 degrees out there. The Grottu Orloff Show, KLIF 1190.
The first time I met Frankenstein, I said I like your style. You got a great big dimple, a crazy little smile. You got no competition, baby, you win the cup. Because you smile so big, I see it when your mouth is shut. I said, baby Frankenstein, don't you ever leave me, for I will grieve. Frankenstein is a friend of mine. The first time I met Frankie, I said, what do you do? He said, I go around frightening people, and I said, whoa. Do you really mean it? Is it the truth you tell? He said, I know it is, 'cause I frightened myself as well. I said, baby
Doris Day from 1953, the first time I met Frankenstein, here on the Grottu Orloff Show. KLAF 1190, the music of your life.
My world is the black and white pages of an old mad magazine. When the worries and the rages all subside, it might not be the American way, but who am I to say? 'Cause Alfred E. Newman taught me all I need to know about life. Yeah, Alfred E. Newman taught me all I need to know about life. It seems so silly and simple to shrug and say, what me worry? But he keeps on smiling and he seems to be doing just fine. And if there's one thing I know, it's that no one really knows. 'Cause Alfred E. Newman taught me all I need to know about life. Yeah, Alfred E. Newman taught me all I need to know about life. Alfred E. Newman taught me all I need to know about life. Yeah, Alfred E. Newman taught me all I need to know about life. Alfred E. Newman taught me all I need to know about life.
The incomparable Marie Severin from 1955, here on KLAF 1190. You're tuned in Sunday morning, December the 14th,
Don't say I look
2025.
like Peggy Lee. Don't call me your canary. But if I did, I could dig it. I like Dizzy, I like Bird, I like Jimmy, but not as much as I dig old comic books. I dig old comic books. If you wanna show me your Batman and your Green Lantern, well, I could dig it. If you wanna show me your Mighty Mouse, your Uncle Scrooge, well, I could dig it. If you wanna show me your Lois Lane and her Man of Steel, I could dig it. If you wanna show me your Invisible Woman, and I could dig it. I don't wanna see your yellow kid. I don't wanna see your yellow kid. I don't wanna see your yellow kid. But I could dig it. Well, I like Crumb and I like Doctor Strange. I like Ditko, but not as much as I dig old comic books. I dig old comic books. I dig old comic books. I could dig it.
Peggy Lee from 1962, here on KLAF 1190. Man, as you're getting ready for church, stay tuned to the Grottu Orloff Show.
Enemy ace, the hammer of hell. Enemy ace, enemy ace, the hammer of hell. Enemy ace, their friend is Black Wolf. They have a sacred bond. Enemy ace, their friend is Black Wolf. They have a sacred bond. Enemy, their friend is Black Wolf.
Enemy Ace, ladies and gentlemen, on KLAF 1190.
A hero, a legend, a warrior. Hans von Hammer, the enemy ace, the hammer of hell. Enemy hell, the hammer of hell. Enemy hell, hammer of hell. The hammer of hell, hammer of hell. old flying man that hunts the sky, and only eagles know why. Have a hammer of hell, hammer of hell, enemy is the hammer of hell. Boom, 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 boom.
Elvis Presley with Enemy Ace from 1964. KLAF 1190, the Grottu Orloff Show.
He flies by night, flies by day, never misses, never fails, over the forest, over the town, red in the sky, fire on the ground. Enemy ace, he won't stop until it's all laid to waste. You can't get away, you can't hide your face from the enemy ace. Enemy ace, up in the sky, he's not afraid, diving down like a bird of prey, raining fire, falling fast from his Falcon trip plane with the Iron Cross. Enemy ace, he won't stop until it's all laid to waste. You can't get away, you can't hide your face from the enemy ace. Enemy ace. He looks into the eyes of his enemy, sees himself looking back at him, picks a flower, throws it to the grave. In his world, we're all the same. Enemy ace, he won't stop until it's all laid to waste. You can't get away, you can't hide your face from the enemy ace. Enemy ace. Enemy ace, he won't stop until it's all laid to waste. You can't get away, you can't hide your face from the enemy ace. Enemy ace.
Bob Wills with the Tokyo Rose of Texas, ladies and gentlemen, from 1947. KLIF 1190, Dallas, Texas. I'm Grottu Orloff.
Come on and take me up in your aeroplane. Once on an enemy ace. Come on and take me up in your aeroplane. Once on an enemy ace. Hans von Hammer.
Come on and take me up in your aeroplane.
Hans von Hammer, enemy ace. Come on and take me up in your aeroplane. Hans von
Yes, indeed, we're having an Enemy Ace marathon. Lots of great music about Hans von Hammer, man. KLIF
Sir, no sir, when he got his order, Sergeant Nick Fury walked out the door. Gathered up a special unit of soldiers from the USA and from the Allied forces. They took him out, but he let them in. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. From Pearl Harbor to Germany, he led his men into history. They hit the enemy where it hurts. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos fought through the desert and the freezing snow. They led the way to victory. They took him out, but he let them in. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. 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 Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos.
Buck Rogers and the Sons of the Pioneers, ladies and gentlemen, from 1947. KLAF.
Here comes Sergeant Rockin' Easy Company, marching to the tune of the Victory Symphony. And it's Heil Hitler, I said the joke's on you, 'cause here comes Sergeant Rockin' Easy Company. Hey, 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 Sergeant Rock will lead him to the top of the hill, and every German in sight's gonna know he's been killed. On the sound of Easy Company will send him to hell. So here comes Sergeant Rock and Easy Company. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, it's Sergeant Rockman on the Grottu Orloff show Sunday morning. We're gonna rock and roll ourselves to death this morning. PLAF.
Gotham City, Mesa, Arizona, tons of comic books, monster mash, cool toys, yeah, yeah. Novelty stuff your mother threw away. Get in your GTO and go to Gotham, yeah. Gotham City, Mesa, Arizona, tons of comic books, monster mash, cool toys, yeah, yeah, yeah. Novelty stuff your mother threw away. Get in your GTO and go to Gotham, yeah. Gotham City, Mesa, Arizona.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to Gotham City Comics or call Kevin Johnson up today. Gotham City Comics, May 7th. Flo Steinberg with Superman from 1963 here on the Grottu Orloff Show. Sunday morning. 1 degrees out there. Feels like -5.
Groovy aroma fills the air. That woman's wings fly everywhere. I really love the sunshine. Love the sunshine. The seventh dimension, so far out it's in. I really love the sunshine. Love the sunshine. The flaming coffins of destruction. Psychedelic snowballs on the rainbow. I really love the sunshine. Love the sunshine. The seventh dimension, so far out it's in. I really love the sunshine. Love the sunshine. In the seventh dimension, so far out it's in. I really love the sunshine. Love the sunshine. The seventh dimension, so far out it's in.
Music from the 7th dimension here on the Grottu Orloff Show. KLIF 1190. It's a beautiful morning, man. It's gonna go up to 17 degrees today, man. More surf music from the Grottu Orloff Show. The Challengers, 1963.
Who's that calling from the grave? Grottu Orloff. Who's a big heart bringing town? Grottu Orloff. Who's the bad news your mama told you about? Grottu Orloff. Who's the reason you're not in school today? Grottu Orloff. He was born in the city of DC. He's an all-American lover of comic books, rock and roll and monsters, and holy shit, he's groovy. Who won't tell me the secret of the ooze? city of DC. He's an all-American lover of comic books, a rock and roll and monsters fan. Holy shit, he's groovy. Who's got an ace up his sleeve? Grottu Orloff. Who's the bad guy with a heart of gold? Grottu Orloff. He was born in the city of DC. He's an all-American lover of comic books, rock and roll and monsters, and holy shit, he's groovy.
The Grottu Orloff Show. It's Sunday. KLAF.
God bless you, surfing with the angels, cruising around heaven in your GTO, hanging out with Dennis. We miss you, we love you, have fun. You're free. God bless you, surfing with the angels, cruising around heaven in your GTO, hanging out with Dennis. We miss you, we love you, have fun. You're free. Surfing with the angels, surfing with the angels. Surfing with the angels.
Surfing with the Angels, a tribute to Brian Wilson here on KLAF 1190. How can I guess I've got to feed this cat. I fed her, but she wants more food.
I love Charlton Comics. I miss them. Where have they gone? Cheap paper, bad printing, horrible lettering. The artists were free. Best part of my youth.
KLIF Big Clip 1190.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Floors, doors, walls, halls, white sidewall tires, and old golf balls.
Sinks, stoves, bathtubs he'll do. He'll even help clean laundry too.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Can he clean a kitchen sink?
Quicker than a wink,
Can he clean a window sash?
faster than a flash.
Can he clean a dirty mirror?
He'll make it bright and clear.
Can he clean a diamond ring?
Mr. Clean cleans anything.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Your Phoenix is the finest place where everyone may go to get the food and atmosphere of friendly Mexico. Tamales and tortillas are among the favorites here. The guacamole salad and the cartas vodka beer. Tostadas, enchiladas, and the tacos, meat and cheese, and all the other dishes that are cooked and served to please. El Phoenix, El Phoenix, El Phoenix is the finest place to play Martinez Spain.
Open 24 hours a day. KLIF
The
1190.
double shock show of the year is here. Get ready to scream. The Strange Vengeance of Rosalie and What Became of Jack and Jill are here. Jack and Jill were out to kill dear old, sweet old Granny, then leave her dead and take her bread. Their plot was most uncanny. And on the same shock-filled show, The Strange Vengeance of Rosalie. First she loved, then she killed, then she goes out to collect the next victim. What became of Jack and Jill and The Strange Vengeance of Rosalie. From 20th Century Fox. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Now playing at a theater or drive-in near you.
Every city has its downtown area, the place where it's all happening. The bright lights, the fun, and the crazy times. Why don't you go downtown for a little action? That's admitted without parent. From independent to international, Main Street women want you.
Now playing the Aztec Theater in downtown San Antonio.
You've heard all about the politicians and the girls they pay for their fun. Now meet these girls and see them from Independent International.
Now playing at a theater or drive-in near you.
Shock by shock, you will feel chilling terror. This is the start of Bloodbath. First, she draws a little blood. Next, the sharp razor edge. And the vixen's kiss of death. But the end is not yet in sight. You have only begun to die. Bloodbath and Queen of Blood. Two thrillers high in bloodletting horror combine the passion of a deathless witch who rules the bloodless and an indulgence in forbidden sadism. Of course, Queen of Blood is in color, all the better to enjoy a bloodbath. See Bloodbath and Queen of Blood, taunting, tingling, terrifying. From American International.
Now playing at a theater or drive-in near you.
Have fun this weekend where the action is. KLIF 1190.
The Grottu Orloff Show. The Psycho Sock Hop.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
when she fell. She's got a tail and a couple of horns. She's twisting all night like she was born. Down, she trusts her down. She trusts her down. She trusts her down. She trusts her on the seventh dimension. That's where I go when she gets my attention. When I get off, I go surfing. Get in my GTO and start cursing. Into my arms, I caught her when she fell. She's got a tail and a couple of horns. She's twisting all night like she was born. Down, she trusted down. She trusted down. She trusted down. She trusted.
KLIF, man, Dallas, Texas.
We are the freakies. We are the freakies. And this is our freakies tree. We never miss a meal. 'Cause we love our cereal. I like freaky cereal 'cause it tastes good. And I ought to know 'cause I'm the boss. Ralston stopped making it in 1975. That's when my happiness ended suddenly. Please, God, please bring freaky cereal back. We are the freakies.
If I had a hammer, I'd bust open this plastic tube. I want to smell that old paper, see the bright colors. It's all sealed up in a plastic tube. One day I will bust it open. I won't wait for it to lose value, and I'll hold it in my hands. It's a magic portal to a faraway land. I'll be like Thor with Mjolnir. I break open that plastic tube and set that comet free. If I had a hammer, I'd break open this plastic tube. Plastic coffin, all this comic is a plastic coffin. It don't mean nothing if you don't see the inside, smell the inside, feel the inside. If I had a hammer, I'd break open this plastic tube. Plastic coffin, all this comic is a plastic coffin.
Cousteau from 1957 here on KLAF 1190. The mighty Cliff. We're broadcasting from Oak Cliff, Texas, Dallas, Texas, man. What a wonderful Sunday morning this has been. Get in your car and go to church, ladies and gentlemen. And on your way, listen to KLAF.
It's new but really moving fast. You can bet it's gonna last. Here's a new Cliff King Climber. KLIF 1190.
Yeah, this one's climbing up to number 1. Right now it's the number 3 song in the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, on Big Cliff. Let's go on the Grottu Orloff show. Yeah, let's listen. Well, man, that's Billy Sanganto with Pendejo, Land of the Pendejos, Finlandia, man.
Satan's my friend. Satan's my friend. Satan's my friend. Satan's my friend. I wear all black. He wears all black. And I only listen to NPR. NPR. I only vote Democrat. He votes Democrat. Satan's my friend. 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 I only date devil women. He dates devil women with red skin and horns. Red skin and horns. Satan's my friend. 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 I dance round the fire. Dance round the fire. 'Cause Satan's my friend. Satan's my friend. Satan's my friend. Satan's my friend.
Well, we're getting a lot of calls here on the Grottu telephone that people aren't appreciating this Johnny Cash double music on Sunday morning. So we'll take that into consideration. From now on, no more double music.
Call him the Baba. of the sword and the pistols of Gababa. Gababa, yeah. Nobody can stop this motherfucker.
The Sword of Gababa by Maurice Severin from 1953 here on KLIF 1190, the music of your life.
Thinking somewhere in the universe there has to be something better than man has to be. It's a madhouse, you did it, you cut out his brain, you bloody baboon. Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. I'm back, I'm home all the time. It was, we finally really did it, you maniacs. You blew it up. Oh, damn you. God damn you all to hell. I can't believe the things I found. I'm lost. Find me living in the land of the
The vocal stylings of Leni Riefenstahl from 1968, ladies and gentlemen, here on KLIF. Beautiful music for horrible people. Yvonne Craig from 1966.
One less turd in the toilet, one less ass on my couch. It's so nice to be rid of him, the evil Dr. Grottu Orloff. One less turd in the toilet, one less ass on my couch. It's so nice to be rid of him, the evil Dr. Grottu Orloff. One less turd in the toilet, one less ass on my couch. It's so nice to be rid of him, the evil Dr. Grottu Orloff. One less turd in the toilet, one less ass on my couch. It's so nice to be rid of him, the evil Dr. Grottu Orloff.
that girl, Yvonne Craig from 1966, with her hit single, The Evil Dr. Grottu Orloff from the AIP motion picture. KLAF 1190.
But then you got your secret agent license, traveled the world, you shot everyone you met, slept with all the others, and forgot about me back in the States. You run side of a gun. Who's bleeding now?
The wonderful Connie Francis from 1962 with her hit song, Who's Bleeding Now?
Teacher said I was an asshole. They said I was a retard.
The Animals.
But I have proved them wrong. 'Cause I know what I like. I like your boobs. Yeah, your boobs are round. Yeah, and there are two of them, two boobs. Holy shit, bouncing nipples. My tongue is hanging out, and my eyeballs popped out of my skull. Your boobs amaze me. 47 days a week. I like your boobs. Yeah, your boobs are round. Yeah, and there are two of them, two boobs. Be dead or crawling slimy things, they're bent on destroying the world. Double my good baba penis, my fuck you. The girls are all shrieking in terror in their short shirts. Better run, 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 run. Here come the brain eaters. And they'll steal your mind, eat your brains, you better run. And they'll get you from behind, and then it's too late, you better run, and they'll steal your mind, eat your brains, you better run. And they'll get you from behind, and then it's too late. You better run, 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 run. Here come the brain eaters. Run, 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 run. Here come the brain eaters. Crawling slimy things, terror bent on destroying the world. Gobble my gook, baba penis, my fuck you. The girls are all shrieking in terror in their short skirts. Better run, run,
Galahads from 1959 with the theme to the motion picture The Brain Eaters. KLIF 1190 with Dr. Grottu Orloff, the music of your life. If your life is very weird. The Lancelots from 1963 here on the Grottu Orloff Show, KLIF.
The first sign of the curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters was a man in a black suit appearing in my bathroom. At first I thought he was one of those overzealous doomsday preachers. He told me that the end was nigh, but I knew he was right when he opened his coat and revealed 1,000 mosquitoes, and they ate me alive. I tried to get away, but they got my toes. Now I think that they got my nose. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters. Go monsters. At first I thought I was just dealing with a man in a black suit with 1,000 mosquitoes in his coat. But then I noticed that I was not the only one being eaten alive, and it was not just by mosquitoes. It was by some other monster, some other bloodthirsty, terrible monster. Some people were being attacked by bats, and some people were being attacked by swamp things. Some people were being attacked by ghouls, and some people were being attacked by vampires. Some people were being attacked by mummies, and some people were being attacked by zombies. And I realized that the curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters is something that affects us all. I try to get away, but they got my toes. Now I think that they got my nose. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters. Curse of the bloodthirsty, terrible monsters. Go monsters, go monsters.
From the summer of 1970, that's Melanie, not one of her better songs. We're getting ready for church here on KLIF Sunday morning. It's about 9:04, ladies and gentlemen, December 14th, 2025. Let's go with more rock and roll.
I was driving my car and I had to eat fast. Went to Taco Bell to grab a quick bite. Ordered too much and I can't eat it all. I had too much to eat at Taco Bell last night. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ah, shit. Well, some country western swag. Bob Wills, ladies and gentlemen.
Orloff plays the hits, the music of your life, beautiful music for...
What? What's going on?
Orloff plays the hits, the music of your life, beautiful music for horrible people. On Big Cliff,
KLIF,
Radio station in the world.
the greatest radio station in the world. What's going on, man?
Beautiful music for horrible people. Beautiful music for horrible people. Grottu Orloff plays the hits, the music of your life. On Big Cliff, the greatest radio station in the world. KLIF 1190 on your radio dial.
Yeah. Man, our equipment's having some trouble. We all... KLIF, Sunday morning.
Welcome to the Psycho Sock on Big Cliff, the greatest radio station in the world. KLIF 1190 on your radio dial.
Yeah, man. Let's play some more music about how great Grottu Orloff is. I want to hear it. Come on, man. This is making me feel good.
We're heading down to London in a multicolored van. If we get lost on the way, we won't care. 'Cause I've got my best friends with me and the song we haven't planned. And it goes like da-da-da-da-da-da. And I hope they make a Saturday morning cartoon about our band. Like the monkeys or Scooby-Doo or Batman. Yeah, I hope they make a Saturday morning cartoon about our band. Maybe even on PBS or C-SPAN. I used to watch the Beatles every Sunday morning. Then I'd go outside and play pretend. Well, now I am a Beatle and my dreams are soaring all the way to La La Land. And I hope they make a Saturday morning cartoon about our band. Like the monkeys or Scooby-Doo or Batman. Yeah, I hope they make a Saturday morning cartoon about our band. Maybe even on PBS or C-SPAN.
The Dung Beatles from 1965 on KLIF, man. The beautiful music for horrible people. This doesn't sound good, does it? It's okay.
Dell Comics are good comics. Dell Comics are good comics.
Dell Comics are good comics. Dell Comics are good comics.
Little Lulu, I love you just the same.
Comic strips.
Comic strips, man, that's it. They're my claim to fame.
Choo-choo.
I
get in the caboose somehow. I'll get to the engine someday. They'll let me drive the train. Del Comics are good comics. Del Comics are good comics.
Del Comics are good comics. Del Comics are good comics.
When you're reading them,
You'll get the chills.
reading them,
You'll get the thrills.
love every evening with the westerns and the science fiction, cartoons and humor fiction.
They're all the rage.
Del Comics are good comics. Del Comics are good comics.
Del Comics are good comics. Del Comics are good comics.
For my birthday, I got a huge stack of them. How could I lose?
I just got a stack of them.
A Del comic is good for you.
Good for you.
What can I do?
Oh, good for you.
Good for me too.
Good for me too.
I read them and I'm happy. They're good for me too.
Del Comics are good comics. Del Comics are good comics.
Del Comics are good comics.
Del Comics are good comics. Del Comics are good comics. Del Comics are good comics.
Del Comics are good comics, ladies and gentlemen, from the Grottu Orloff
Those
Show.
are superstitious, cowardly lot. So my skies must be able to strike terror into their hearts. I must be a creature of the night. Black, terrible, hey, hey.
Oh, that's it. It's an omen. I shall become a bat. I'm gonna be a bat. I'm gonna be a bat.
Holy motherfucking shit.
Wow.
Holy motherfucking shit.
From 1966, one of the hit songs of that summer. KLIF, 1190, the music of your life, the Grottu Orloff Show. Stay with us this Sunday morning, won't you?
Go, go, chicks. Don't hesitate. Choose the max with the go, go checks. The brand new look from DC Comics. 1966 is gonna be a great year at National Periodical Publications by DC Comics. Go, 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 go.
The beautiful Ramona Fraden from 1966. Go-Go Checks. You're tuned into KLIF 1190, The Big Cliff, out of Dallas, Texas. Yee-haw!
Some people need a drink, some need a helping hand. When my poor heart sinks, there's only one thing that I understand.
Man, the great Patsy Cline from 1963, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to the end of our Sunday morning program, but stick with us to the end. And we got Alex Jones coming up afterwards.
Ain't taking a shit at the truck stop. I read graffiti on the wall. It said, fuck you. I thought about that a long time. Fuck you, baby. Just me and you. Fuck you. All of you, I'm Batman. Da 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 da. Taking a shit at the truck stop. I read graffiti on the wall. It said, fuck you. I thought about that a long time. Fuck you, baby. Just me and you. Fuck you. All of you, I'm Batman. Da 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 da.
The late Don Gibson from 1963 here on KLF 1190. The Grottu Orloff Show.
The great Grottu Orloff TV show. Sitting with the family, here we go. Switch the channel, wait a minute, there's more, holy cow. Oh, wait, hold on, no. Astounding, they're using rubber balls in the bedrooms. They bounce so high, you'd think they'd hit the moon. That thing's amazing. Let's go cruising in my Cobra. We'll stop by the pajama party. We can bring some snacks to the pajama party. Old comic books, tales to astonish, giant boobs. Let's go cruising in my Cobra. We'll stop by the pajama party. We can bring some snacks to the pajama party. We'll go cruising in my Cobra. The great Grottu Orloff TV show. Sitting with the family, here we go. Switch the channel, wait a minute, there's more, holy cow. Oh, wait, hold on, no. Astounding, they're using rubber balls in the bedrooms. They bounce so high, you'd think they'd hit the moon. That thing's amazing.
Well, that's Tommy Vandergriff and the Playboys from 1964 here on the Grottu Orloff Show on KLIF 1190, the mighty Big Cliff. Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, right on. Donald Trump, right on. He a solid soul brother. Can you dig it? He Donald Trump, right on. He Donald Trump, right on. He Donald Trump, right on. He's sticking to the deep state. Trump won't let the commies rip us off. Trump, he a bad brother.
Hey man, Donald Trump, Barbara Lewis from 1963 here on KLIF 1190. It's the Grottu Orloff Show, Sunday morning. Here's the Vampira theme from 1953, ladies and gentlemen, on the Grottu Orloff Show.
TV's glamour girl, she's dying to meet you. The night owls will fly, the devils will brew. Halloween is the night for Vampira and you. The movies are horrors at the stroke of 11. Vampira's just dying to meet you on 7. Channel 7K, ABC TV, Saturday nights, Vampira. Vampira, TV's first glamour
Hey, that's the great Rhonda Fleming singing the theme to the WABC Los Angeles show, Vampira. Ricky Nelson.
Picasso painting on the wall. When I met you, I began to fall. And when you put your hand on my Frito, that's when I knew I had to keep you, baby. You have two tits. Let me show you where Frankenstein lives. And you know you're on the cover of famous monster. It started when I first saw you. Your soft face, your eyes so blue. I knew I had to make you mine. I go back to 957, baby. You have two tits. Let me show you where Frankenstein lives. And you know you're on the cover of famous monster. On the night that we met, I could tell you'd be hard to forget. And when you put your hand on my Frito, that's when I knew I had to keep you, baby. You have two tits. Let me show you where Frankenstein lives. And you know you're on the cover of famous monster.
Yeah, Ricky Nelson from 1957 here on KLIF 1190. the Grottu Orloff Show. Here's the number one song in the country this morning, Sunday, December 14th, 2025. The Spaniels.
Frankenstein's monster, half animal, half human, fears of a little girl, run from the monster. Run from the monster, half animal, half human. What you see before your eyes has never been seen by human eyes before. The terror of a wolf man, more terrifying than ever, more terrifying than ever. What you see before your eyes has never been seen by human eyes before. The terror of a wolf man. What you see before your eyes has never been seen by human eyes before. What you see before your eyes has never been seen by human eyes before. Frankenstein's monster, half animal, half human, fears of a little girl, run from the monster. Run from the monster, half animal, half human. What you see before your eyes has never been seen by human eyes before. What you see before your eyes has never been seen by human eyes before. What you see before your eyes has never been seen by human eyes before.
The Spaniels were the number one song in the country this morning, Sunday, December 14th, 2025, the year of our Lord, KLIF.
You're a winner with KLIF 1190.
And the Grottu Orloff Show.
Zooming fast into the black wheel race, rocket rangers all, roaring past, blazing a trail in space. With pride we stand, never to fall. Thundering on, ready to fight for right.
Oh, shit.
Let the rockets roar.
Michael O'Shea.
KLIF.
Dave Ambrose.
KLIF.
Chuck Murphy.
We're done with our shift for this morning. We got other things to do.
Mike Zeldin.
KLIF.
Big Heatherton.
KLIF.
Jim Tabor.
KLIF.
Cousin Lenny.
Okay. Time waits for no man. We have a lot of things to do. I have to build a giant piece of furniture today, and that's not going to be a fun thing. By the way, guys, have you tried Ham's draft beer? How long has it been since you had a Ham's draft beer? Mister, that's been too long. Tell you what, buddy. Okay, what do I need here? Where are my reading glasses? I have a temporary pair of reading glasses that I have here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Yes, well, what a wonderful shift that was. A wonderful Sunday morning radio program. Hopefully that entertained people. Maybe you've just... Are these the glasses? Maybe you just fast forwarded past it. I don't think these are the ones, but... Where did I put them? They must be upstairs. I don't know. Enough of this nonsense. We have things to do. Cats are staying warm down here in the basement. Nice warm little bedroom there. Okay. We've got everything. Let's go look at some more comics upstairs, and then I'm going to go build a piece of furniture. Yeah, let's set up here. Well, let's see what we can look at here. Here's we were talking about facsimiles earlier. This is one of those facsimiles, but this is from Marvel. We looked at several DC facsimiles. We looked at a facsimile of one of their limited collector's editions, the oversized books that Marvel calls Marvel called them treasury editions. We looked at a facsimile of a Golden Age comic, that Detective Comics 66. And let me show you how anyway, let me show you how Marvel does it. This is and we looked at a facsimile of Lars of Mars, which was done by people over in England, I think, headed by a company that Roy Thomas maybe supervises, I think. This is a book that ordinary mortals can't afford to buy. It's marred by that. That was not there on the original, in this hideous barcode. They couldn't put it down here, so they obscured the Impossible Man's feet. That thing there easily could have been put here, which is what the DC company does. But other than that, this is a nice package. And but what Marvel does, they don't try to simulate the newsprint. They have it on glossy paper. But look at how wonderful they reproduce the ads. Got light. Oh, that's the problem. I got that light behind me. Hold on. So this is what's wonderful to have, because they're stopping with this is issue 11, and they're only doing the first 12 Fantastic Fours, and they only did it as to kind of give publicity to the Fantastic Four movie that came out last summer, which was I mean, the thing is fully clothed. Instead of, it doesn't look the way he doesn't. I mean, facially, he looks like the comics, but his personality doesn't match the comics. He never smokes a cigar. He's just someone that's in the kitchen cooking, domestic. I never say it's clobbering time. That's just from the cartoons. I don't know. Casting was off all through it. They reran on this bootleg Roku channel that shows all those cartoons. Like I was earlier, was watching Hulk. If you were watching earlier, you probably were if you're here now. But they yesterday they showed the Fantastic Four 1967 Hanna-Barbera cartoon with Galactus. And his voice is Ted Cassidy. It's so great. Forgot Ted Cassidy did Galactus's voice. So much better than the Galactus voice in this new movie. When the hype all dies away, and it was a good idea to set it in the 60s, it's almost like its heart was in the right place. It just still wasn't the Fantastic Four movie I wanted. This Impossible Man story is one of the first Fantastic Four stories I ever read in Marvel Treasury Edition #2. It was it's just great. It's just great to have this, because I'll never be able to afford a real Fantastic Four #11. So, ugly ugly blackheads out in seconds with Vacutex. Tiki heads, tiki gods. See, that's the way characters are supposed to look. Sue Storm in the 60s should have that flip haircut. The woman playing Sue Storm wasn't that attractive. This guy, the guy that played Reed Richards in the show, is Pedro Pascal, is just an idiot. The guy playing Johnny Storm, I can't even remember the guy. And that's the worst thing is you should remember someone playing Johnny Storm. He should be a memorable character. But anyway, it just, it's okay. I still have these comic books. But was it better than most of the modern, the Marvel movies that we've had in the last few years? Yeah, but have I rushed out to get it on Blu-ray? No, I don't even know where to buy Blu-rays anymore. I guess Walmart. Walmart's a good distance away. Okay, so I've never had from the run that began in 74, I believe. I've never had, I never got issue 1. And now I have it. Comics just don't look like this anymore. There aren't artists like this. Maybe I should get into more light. This is what comics should look like. I don't know, man. I just got stuff piled up. This is yeah, it's from 1974. It's a 25-cent. I'm thinking of Marvel Premiere as being part of this run, but it isn't. This Doctor Strange came back in his own title in Marvel Premiere, and that was in the 20-cent era. Look at this Sergeant Fury value stamp. Always, if there are people getting new in getting into comics, watching this, first of all, avoid slabbed comics. Buy comics to read them. Buy comics you like. Don't try to speculate, all that. But if you're buying Marvel comics that say 25 cents, they had these value stamps that they encouraged you to. It says, clip them and collect them all. Some kids did that. I knew better, even as what would I have been? Let me see exactly. Was this the end of 3rd grade or the beginning of 4th grade? June of 74. So this came out in April, around my birthday in 3rd grade. So I was 8, maybe just turned 9. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe something like that. Anyway, Frank Bruner, tremendous artist. I love this. Now there's a, oh, let's do an A-B comparison. because I just discovered, oh man, I'm trying to compare my eyesight from one eye to the other. Um, um, is it here? Is that it? No. My eyesight's, maybe I shouldn't be staring at this phone too long. With this eye, they tested it 2 days ago. They said it's 20/20 with the after they did the surgery, but close up, it's, and when does it become distance and close up? It's still, hold on. Turning my eyes. Anyway, somewhere there's a Doctor Strange book here. Hold on. Realizing I need those glasses for close up, I should have brought them over here, but doesn't matter. I was wanting to compare the coloring from this to the Marvel reprinting of it in soft cover, but it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, so that's Doctor Strange #1, and here's number 14. Let's get this out. Look at it. These are all comics I've acquired recently in the last few weeks, or in the last month at least. Number 14, still only 25 cents, so this is probably 1977, I think, or May of 76. Okay, May of 76. So that means I was in, that means this would have actually come out in this would have come out in March, right? 76, March, April, yeah. This would have come out in March of 76, so I was living in Seattle, near Seattle at the time, in 5th grade. I'm confused. The price change from 25 cents to 30 cents must have happened then. And then at the end of my 6th grade year is when it switched up from 30 cents to 35 cents, because I remember there was a price change right about the time that Star Wars came out, because there are some issues of Star Wars #1 that are 30 cents and some are already marked up to 35 cents. They were doing it as a test in certain markets. So the price of comics changed very often in the 70s. When the 70s started, comics were 15 cents. And then I guess in late 72, I think, they went up to 20 cents, and they were 20 cents until, maybe the beginning of 74. Then they were 25 cents. Then they went, I guess the end of 75, they went to 30 cents. Then around the middle of 1977, they went to 35 cents. And when they went to 40 cents, I'm not sure. But then I think 40 cents, they went up to 50 cents. There was never a 45 cent. They jumped a dime. Then they went to 60. For a while, DC went up to $1 with some of their titles. I don't know, around then, comics just weren't as much fun because they weren't as well, I don't know. This is like the last gasp of this era. I don't know. There's still good stuff in the '80s, but by the night, yeah, I keep saying the same thing every episode about how. And it wasn't me getting older; it was the comics changing. But I like the Silver Age. I like the Golden Age. I like the Bronze Age, or at least the 20-cent, 25-cent era. And a little bit, that's my time period. Here's Doctor Strange number 10, which is, I'm not looking at them in order here. Yeah. So let's take a look inside this. This is going to be wow. What? Gene Colan artist. Steve Englehart author. Gene Colan did a good job on Doctor Strange. Strange Males. And Doctor Strange had his own title that was the continuation of of Strange Tales, but he never had an issue number 1 until 1974. The guy with his class of '75 shirt. '75 was before the internet, before video games. You had foosball parlors with pinball. It was pinball and foosball. And foosball is basically soccer, Charlton 66 sent me some Retro Fan magazines. I used to get this, I used to have this actually ordered for me every month or whenever often it comes out at a local comic store back, but that was in Texas. But here, there is no local comic store. I could maybe have it pulled at a store that's over an hour away, but I don't know. It is a really well done. Everything that comes out from this company called Tomorrows is great. And I should get this all the time, maybe, but here's an article about Monster Comics. This is great. This artist, Tony Tallarico, did a superhero version of Dracula and a superhero version of Frankenstein. I have the Dracula one. I don't have that particular issue of Frankenstein, but yeah, it's combining Dracula and Batman. And Tony Tallarico is, although I kind of like his art on this. I've never been a fan of Tony Tallarico's art. He's always been my nemesis, but he actually did art in some early issues of Vampirella. Oh man, look at a whole article about those great Saturday morning cartoon ads that used to be in comics. This is just fantastic. Thank you, Charlton, for sending an article about Frosty the Snowman. Wow. Look at this old book on Matt Fox they put out. Barbie article. Top Cat. I love Top Cat. Yeah, see, this is the kind of stuff that Tomorrow's puts out. These nice books about. This is a Charlton Companion. I have this one, Our Artist at War, about Hero Go-Go. I think I have that. Yeah, I have that. There's a book on Reed Crandall. An article on Florence Henderson. And this is a. Oh, look, this ad. Space Ghost and Dino Boy is on Blu-ray now. This is from 2021, so this is a little old. Yeah, while I was downstairs, I don't know if you noticed that I found my COVID mask. That, not like one of those disposable ones, but a cloth COVID mask that was my mask. It's green, that I wore when I had to go into a supermarket or something to buy something. I'd put that thing on. I'd take it off immediately as soon as I left the supermarket, and it's like, oh, fresh air. Some people would keep it on all the way to their car and then wear it in their cars, and it's like, what's going to happen to you in your car? But yeah, I don't want to say too much about that because it offends people. That's a very sacred experience some people had with that hoax. People were big fans of it. They love wearing those masks. That way they didn't have to wear makeup. It's like, I don't have to buy lipstick. I just wear my little mask. Yes, indeed. Yeah, this is the Doctor Strange from the 60s that continued on from Strange Tales. Well, I turned on the Seabird Christmas music this morning because I've got to get into the spirit. So here it's also Gene Colan art. Roy Thomas is writing. Man, that's an ad you won't see anymore. Selling German World War II paraphernalia. Famous German medals. Wow. Bikers were wearing that stuff in the 60s. Doctor Strange had an audience of counterculture kind of hippies would read Doctor Strange. But a lot of them didn't pay for it. Not saying they stole it, but, one hippie would buy it, and then it would be around their pad, and a lot of other hippies would come over and read it. And therefore, the sales were not as high on Doctor Strange, so Doctor Strange's title got canceled pretty quickly in the 60s. It's a shame. This is 170. These are, I would say good condition. They're readable. They're reader copies, I guess you say. These aren't something someone's going to get slabbed, but I don't slab my comics, so it's perfectly readable. And this is Dan Adkins as the artist here. Let's look at this Hulk. latest Hulk that I got is issue 104. Everything you're seeing, except for the retro fans here, I got from Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. So he got a collection in of Doctor Strange books. He still has, and Conan the Barbarian books. Someone that collected cool books, but didn't keep them bagged and boarded, and didn't, he enjoyed them. He read them, many times, and so they weren't they were in mint condition, but this page was dog-eared. I just unfolded it, so. Okay, now you get your own psychedelic light show. Oh, this is great. This is a fantastic artwork from my hero. Marie Severin. Gary Friedrich was writing. Marie Severin's art is what I like. I love Neil Adams. I love those type, but Marie Severin is the perfect blend of realism and comic book. It just feels like a comic book, and there's something about her art that it just makes me smile. It has a whimsy to it. It's there's something about female artists. I think I heard Ramona Fradon, who is a famous DC artist, say that the women artists, there was something about their style that was a little lighter and less dark, and I guess I like that. Just like that's my thing, man. And that art she did for Not Brand, love it. Okay, here is Marvel Premiere number 10 from that same collection. And some of these I had and some I didn't. This is, I got the Foom fan club. Came in a big envelope with the Hulk's head, and the address with your address where you lived was in the Hulk's mouth. It was great. This record here you can hear on YouTube. It's from Gale House, Gayle. So you have to type in Gayle House haunting record or Halloween record. Invite your friends over for a haunting. Just imagine how scared your friends will be when you flip out the light and they start hearing. What I'm doing right now is I cannot read that with this eye. This is the good eye for distance. I can read it with this eye, which has not been corrected yet. But I can't make out hardly anything in the distance. So eye is good for close up. This eye is good for distance. In a few days, this eye is going to be changed where it'll be good for distance. And neither eye will be good for close up. And then I will need to have readers on 100%, or I won't be able to read at all. So I found a pair that I've had for years, and that I need to be using right now because I'm starting to get a little discombobulated with the eyes different, but I only have to deal with it for a couple more days. This is Heat Seeker, which is a comic book that is, I'm going to open it up and look at it, but I may not be able to show you anything because it's kind of a R-rated comic book. It's kind of a spy kind of James Bond kind of thing, but yeah, um, here's a page that's okay to show. One of the few new comics that I get. Yeah, some of the pages are. It's okay. Yeah, I guess. It's part of this Gun Honey series from Titan Comics. I'm not sure what else Titan does. I really don't know anything about comic books of today, honestly. At this collection of World War II Captain America books. This has Captain America issue. It's. What time is it, man? I need to do things today. Oh, wow. This artwork really is. I can't wait to read this. Well, let me get my glasses. I can't take this anymore. Okay, where are they? Is this them? Yeah, these. Now I can see. Oh, there you are. Okay, these books. Let's look at these. Yeah, well, nothing's perfect, man. Okay. So I got this Captain America book. The artwork really is great in these 40s books. And then I got this Young Allies book, also from Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. So, with these readers, I can read this fine. But I'm gonna, once I have my vision fixed for after a month, after I get this eye done, a month from Tuesday, then I can get actual prescription. This is something I've had from 6 years ago, where it'll adjust everything perfectly for close up. And then Kevin sent me this book for free, this Nemesis reprints of stories from the Adventures into the Unknown from ACG. From the 60s. I'm going to go and put these books on the shelf so they're not just sitting on top of a pinball machine. Oh boy, I can't. I gotta find a way to do this. Hold on. Now, by pulling out this book on Houdini and American Tall Tales, I'll put these in a bookshelf upstairs. That gives me more room on this shelf down here. Let me show you. It has these Marvel books. I have a Golden Age Captain America book here. It's the, with the first issue. Are these part? I don't know that these are part of that numbering, though. Yeah, these aren't part of that numbering. So I'm gonna have to look at maybe Amazon or something to figure out how many Young Allies books do they put out, and how many of these Golden Age Captain America books do they put out. I don't know. Maybe pull out something else that makes this fit better. Oh, no, there we go. Gives a little more room. Pull out this book about board games. Gives it more room. Now the Nemesis book, I can probably just put that on top down here. Yeah. I have to go build some furniture. So I think I'm going to do that now. But I can see fine looking out into the distance here. So, building furniture, here I come. I'll be seeing you guys later.